This cat has no chill. One cat has chill, one cat does not have chill. John Collins asked, does Stay Golden have a join or membership option? No. Are we going to test to see if I can be heard? Operator? I guess people will tell us.
Why do you guys not know how to dress themselves?
What do you mean?
Dress up on you.
Some things never change around here. Hello. I can move it closer to me, actually. Let's do that.
See how you sound?
Go ahead and tell me, Evan. Evan's going to tell me how I sound. Do I have sound? Loud and clear. 10 people beat you to your own job.
You sound great.
Wow. It's been a long year, hasn't it, everybody? Who's here? Miss Morbid's here. Game Watching's here. Is it Tamara? I'm thinking. Maddie, Carla, Michelle's daughter. The Rose Nyland. Do you see this? The Rose Nyland. And Sergeant Stubby are here. I don't even... Did you hear that cat? Can you hear that meowing? That meeping? Oh, it's going to be a long journey with that cat. If you all... Oh, yep, people hear the cat. That's great. Well, his name is Clacky / Meepers / his original name was Andrew. He is a foster cat that we took in that never got picked up by the foster agency. So he lives here now. And it is his first trivia. So Clacky, he'll probably jump up here. His very first trivia. So welcome, Clacky, the cat that cries in the background. Southern California. Ooh, that's nice to be in. John, that's what's up right now. I don't know how to stop that cat. If I close the door, he's just going to cry even louder. It's a very chatty cat. Also, not really a competent cat. You know, a big talker, little doer. He's cute though. He is cute.
Sergeant Stubby like Meepers.
Meepers is kind of cute, right? We his original name was Andrew. And then we tried Corners because he lived in the corner for a while. That didn't really take. And then Brooklyn Nets fans here, so we named him Clacky after Nicholas Claxton. I don't know what happened there. And now he meeps, so we call him Meepers. Oh, how often do these quizzes? Well, it's been probably 6 months since we did the last one. Don't give him to a random kid in the supermarket. I know. Movie Man quadruple 8. Can we just acknowledge the fact that Rose gave a cat away? Just a completely random... A, that child is talking to strangers. B, you shouldn't accept candy or cats from strangers. C, of course the kid's gonna be like, yeah, great. I'm happy with this cat. I want to know what happened to that cat. That mom, his son came over and was like, that nice lady over there just gave me her cat. And she's like, what are we going to do with this? Unsolved mystery. What happened to that cat? What happened to that cat? I really hope that cat had a great life. Concerned for that cat. Do you guys just do Golden Girls chat? Chasey Robertson? No, we do all sorts of chat. I'm happy to talk about anything and everything. Anything you want in the chat, go for it. We're an all welcoming group here. Yes, she gave it to him without asking the mother, right? Like, was it you, Evan, whose parent just brought home a dog one day?
Yeah.
Then one of my boyfriends at some point in my life told me about how their father just picked up a dog in the supermarket and Also, like, just was like, there was somebody outside, like, selling puppies, talk about, the 80s for you. And then just brought a dog home.
That's wonderful.
His mom was going to give him another one anyway. Well, DJ John Hall, I sure hope so. I feel like the mom got the cat and was just like, not again. Like, I feel like the son brings home lots of random objects and animals. Just one of those. I once, just as a cat story, because I love talking about cats, but when I was in high school, I worked at a grocery store, and I used to work late, like 10:30 p.m. and get out, go to my car, and I found what I believed to be a kitten in the parking lot. And I was like, oh, I can't leave this kitten. We already had 3 cats at home, Snowball, Wolverine, and Lacey, in a condo. And I was like, I'm devastated. This cat can't be out here by, like, this little baby kitten, right? And so I called my father up. And I was like, you have to come down and help me get this kitten. Like, please, this cat needs us. And to Thomas's credit, he got in that truck and he came down and we snatched that cat up, and he put the cat in the truck and drove home. We lived 4 minutes from my job. In the time my father took from leaving A&P supermarket to going home, the cat had pissed all over the truck, scratched up the seats, run amok all over the place, because it was actually a full-grown cat who just was like, why are you abducting me? I'm fine out here, lady. My father never took my phone call again. No. But it's like, I get grocery store cats. I totally hear that. So I do love Blanche. Mr. Peepers. I never really quite realized that Mr. Peepers and Meepers is kind of close, if that's not his official name. I hope this isn't creepy, but we're about the same age. Chai Chicana, I don't know how old you think I am. That's nice to think that we're around the same age. I don't know what that age is, but we'll take it. Okay, so from UK, we do have some UK people. I'll say, you've never seen me live. Well, congratulations for being awake. That's like 6 hours ahead, right? So it's like 1 a.m. We start in about 5 minutes because people roll in for 7 o'clock. We were going to do a Christmas holiday themed. There's just not enough episodes, by the way. There's just too few holiday themed episodes to provide 20 questions. So there is some holiday material wrapped up in here, but we had to abandon the Christmas motif. Though I did wear a cat sweater in honor of Rose and cats and Christmas, because who loves an ugly Christmas sweater and cats? This lady. Oh, we have some people from Texas. Evan, are you chatting? Yes. Are you being nice to your fans? People were really all about you. I will say, I don't know if she's here. Kimberly, she said, I know, but probably someone's going to bring this up. I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet. The Golden Girls convention in Chicago was announced in April, and somebody asked, not necessarily if I was going, but would Evan be there? The Evan fans live strong.
I'll be there.
Evan, you're going to be there?
Yeah.
Evan's going to be there, everybody. He's going to have his own booth. You'll finally get to see what he looks like. But yeah, we forgot the Golden Girls convention was announced. That's an exciting thing to look for. Oh, Harpo is the name of the cat. That's a good point, Rob. That would have been a good trivia question. I don't think I've asked a cat-related trivia question. Canada. Oh, Rosen Island's cat has dementia. But I do love a good cat zoomie. It's very possible a cat is going to zoom up here. Ohio. Damien's from Ohio. Golden Girls Convention. Sergeant Stubby, you haven't heard of this? Yes, it has been announced that some fans, I should mention it's a fan convention. It's not an official convention. We can actually probably, I will grab the link and just show it in there for y'all at the moment. Also, what's kind of weird is when you Google Golden Girls Convention, it's not the first thing that comes up, like their actual website for the convention, but articles too mentioning the convention shows up. So that's a bit peculiar, but let's get the website. Okay. Well, I'm trying to Golden Con. Yes, it's called Golden Con. Evan, are you beating me to it?
Mm.
No, I've got it. We'll put it in here for you. So it is April 22nd through the 24th in Chicago. I don't know how big or small it's going to be. I think, they're still working out the fine details, but yeah, they are. I mean, there's the cruise, right? The Golden Girls fan cruise that goes out of Miami. This is entirely separate. It is a land-based activity. And I don't know much about it. I'm not personally involved, but I have seen some things about it. And, they're going to do, I think, costuming and different activities, trivia. They're trying to have special guests, people who are like maybe writers or production. So that's the link if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. No, John Collins. John. That's very kind. You did not have to do that. We do not have a membership. I'm not going to lie. I don't charge or, I know some people have like Patreons and stuff, but I don't have any of that. Robin, would be amazing if Betty White came, right? To be honest, I don't feel like she's going to be moved physically from her home in California to Chicago. Maybe she could, zoom in. That's all of the rage. That could be interesting. My understanding is currently right now, nothing. I know that the writer who's also been a writer on the Gilmore Girls, Stan Zimmerman, is going to be there. And I think they're trying to get like a couple of guest stars, maybe somebody like a Jenny Lewis. Imagine George Clooney would be. I mean, yes, he was on it, but I doubt he'd be like, let me go to the Golden Girls convention, quite frankly. But yes. Oh, Zach G. Proceeds benefit the LGBT. Oh, interesting. Oh, that makes sense. That's lovely. I know, B. Arthur herself was engaged in the Ali Forney Center here in New York City. So I'm glad to see that. We're thinking about it. I don't know yet, to be honest, if I'm going or we'll see. I fully admit that I'm actually going to be in Chicago the month before. I'm dragging Evan to a Star Trek convention. So I will be going to Chicago for a convention, an entirely different convention because I am a Trekkie. And so we'll see. A month later, I would love to go, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So, but it'd be interesting. Let me know in the chat if you feel like you want to go, or maybe the tickets aren't on sale yet, but if you like think you're going to be going, I think it could be fun. We'll see, to be determined. Evan, do you have the stuff up?
Yeah.
Should we mention John Collins, by the way? Again, that was really kind. You did not thank you so much, but you did not have to do that. Actually, at the top, I do think we should make an announcement about another event. So before you, because I want to make sure. Oh, Debbie Lynn, tickets have not gone on sale on that website yet. So you've not missed anything. But the thing that I think that before we start trivia, I do want to mention, because January is coming up, January 17th, Rose Nyland's in the chat. We've been talking about Betty. It is her 100th birthday. I mean, amazing, right? Absolutely. She's queen, fantastic. She's our last living Golden Girl, and that's a big deal. I have been working with some of my partners. They're not here tonight. Sometimes they pop in or not. Sometimes Danny Ortiz and Hillary Scott. Quiet Storm, you're absolutely right. So if you live in New York City, or maybe like slightly New York City adjacent, like New Jersey, I am actually really excited to say that we have secured a spot, and we are going to be hosting an in-person event for the first time it's going to be 2 years. It'll be 2 years since we were able to host it. We'll be hosting in-person bingo and doing a birthday party in honor of Betty White and her 100th birthday. Let me throw it up here for everybody to see. Yeah, it's up on the screen a little bit. We will be doing an in-person event. So I think we're really excited. We've been talking about being able to do it. We're calling it the Betty Centennial. And you watch 3 episodes live together, and you play bingo to the episodes with specially designed, well-crafted cards by yours truly. We give out prizes, and ordinarily it's cupcakes, Dorothy's Moist cupcakes, but we're actually doing a cake in honor of her birthday where everybody gets a rose and everybody just gets a slice, and we're going to party. So actually, I don't know what prizes are going to be yet. Maybe stickers, maybe something else, but we're actually doing an in-person real birthday bash for Betty. I'm really excited. It's January 13th, and it's going to be in Brooklyn, New York. Somebody has asked me a question before we start about Out on the Lanai. Are you talking about H. Allen Scott, Movie Man, Quadruple Eight? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be involved in the event. It's very nascent. I've not heard anything from, I will say, any of the creators of the convention. We'll see. Because I work in the video medium, it's often not overlapping with podcasters, even though enough Wicker, podcasting friends of mine, they did some videos for Stay Golden, but I think it could be fun. La La Land wants to know, would love if they get the Liker Bunny gym. Oh, Yvonne. Yeah, she does a couple things, by the way, on Instagram. That would be really neat. She can lead a fitness class. But yeah, we just wanted to throw it up there at the top because we're excited for it. And I know that, we do this and it doesn't get to be as interactive or IRL for us 90s folk as I would like. And so we're doing an event, and maybe I'll see some of you there. But also, this is a long-winded response to the question of how often do trivia. We used to do it a lot more during the beginning of COVID, and we've kind of do it less often. Maybe do 1 or 2 in 2022, but we are transitioning a little more to in-person events. You never know. This is fun. I enjoy everybody hanging out, and I think it's important that we all hang out and have fun. Yeah, Michelle, I get it. It is far away. Okay, Evan.
Yes.
We're going to start. You got this.
Yeah.
Okay. Most important rule at Golden Girls trivia streaming. I know we get excited. I know we want to share and have questions, and I'm on board for all the chat. You can chat all you want nonstop during the trivia. That's totally fine. We interact. Everybody should have fun. Don't put the answer in the chat. That's truly the biggest and only rule here. And I know I say it at the top, and people come in and out, and it's going to happen. And we have some self-policing going on occasionally. So I think, if it happens as a slip up because you're super excited and you're typing it in, don't take it personally if somebody else, myself or Evan, says, don't put it in the chat. Evan or myself will remove your answer as soon as we see it, because we want this to be kind of a competition. Why? Because there's real life prizes. So if you put the answer in the chat, you're giving away the answer to somebody else who might not have it. And then suddenly, you're both having to get down to the end, and maybe they get picked over you because we gave them all the answers, because there's real prizes. There's these lovely decals. We've got Betty, got an adorable bee. We got Fish Face Sophia. And we've got the beautiful Rue. These are from Tayham. Ordinarily, I would say Tayham, you can go to the shop and buy it. I have for me, it's very sad news. Tayham is closing her shop. She is no longer going to be making these stickers or any of her cards or notepads that I use and others have used. And so these are real prizes and people in the chat can attest. If you win, I ask you which of the decals you would like, and then I mail you the prize to your house. I don't want to say there's going to be like a kind of a collector's, but I bought a bunch to stock up and hoard for different trivias, but these won't be available anymore at the end of the month. You can't purchase them online or in stores anymore. So I just want to make that clear. Real prizes, real stakes. Undead Commander, I'm assuming that he's leading us all in the zombie apocalypse. How, what do you do? Where does the answer go? So, no answers in the chat. What you do, open up a fresh blank email or a Word document, 1 to 20, and you answer in there. At the end of trivia, and within like a half an hour of it ending, but I'm not super structured in, time. Email me the answers. If it's a Word document, sure, you can attach it. If it's straight in the email, just email me. I did learn the hard way. You don't email me after every question. Collect all of your answers all at once. So answer everything throughout the next hour and then send it to me at the end with all of your answers complete in one email. In the subject line, trivia answers, answering those trivia questions, whatever it is, I'm pretty much going to know. But yes, John Collins, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg sticker is awesome. I also have it. Rian Meeks, welcome. So that's all that we ask. Answer separately someplace else. Chat, laugh, have fun, quotes, ask each other questions. Totally welcome. I'm on board for it. Evan, do you see the little wrench icon? Evan Dennerstein, our unseen producer, he moderates the chat. He will most likely be the one to remove the content if he sees the answer. If you have a question, the chat is a lag for me, but Evan is focused on the chat. He will answer a question for you. If you need a question repeated, ask him. He will repeat that for you. I say it out loud to all of you, and Evan also puts it in the chat at the same time. So you have it in two places. There are some visual. We're going to put a picture up. In that instance, you have to look at the screen. I will cue you up, but that is the only time that Evan will not be asking you the trivia question in the chat. We will say, check the picture for the picture question. Yeah? What is the email we send it to? It is saintolafproductions@gmail.com. Don't sweat it if you don't get it right now. We will put it in again multiple times. So if you don't get it, don't sweat it. We will say it again at the end. 20 questions. There's some bonus questions. Everything is worth a point. Each bonus is worth a point. You email me. I score everything by hand. Anybody who gets 15 points or above gets put into a random prize drawing. I will probably select 4. So it's a first come, first serve. When I send you've won email to let me know which of the girls that you want for your sticker. And then you tell me where I should mail it. And I do. I also will, despite, if you don't win, I will send you back the answers no matter what. So you will always get the answers, even if you do not win. Are there any questions before we begin? I'm happy to answer them. Evan will also be able to answer them as we go. Rose's Sycamore grad. Sycamore's a college, right? I'm pretty sure. I think that covers everything. Let me just double check. We haven't done it in a while. That's it. I think this is it. I think this is good. I will at the bottom also cue you what question is. There's the little lower third, so you'll be able to follow along with that as well. I say it out loud. Evan types it in the chat. Evan.
Yes.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
Are we allowed to use calculators? Absolutely. You go right ahead.
Graphing calculators?
Yeah. My favorite is when you would type in, I don't even remember what it's like, and you turn it around and it says boobs. All my 5th grade friends would do that. And myself included. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna make it just them. Okay, we're gonna do question 1. Mm-hmm. Are we ready for question 1? Let's do question 1. This is a big deal. It's a Rose question because Betty's birthday is coming up. So some of these might be a little more Rose-centric than ordinary. Question 1 is, how does Rose stay cheerful when sick? There's a way. She does it. Oh, Nylasso R, I will say, this is going to get uploaded, depending upon what your commitment is. You are able to also go back and rewatch it if you desire or have the time, and you can still submit to me after that. Haley Trombley, sporadically is the answer to how often trivia is hosted. We did maybe 4 or 5 this year. Probably do maybe like 2 or 3 next year. It's not. It used to be we were doing it every other. We were doing like twice a month, and then kind of maybe like once every 2 to 3 months is maybe what we're going to be doing. I don't have a date currently for anything in 2022. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. 2022. And hello from Orlando. I'm going to be in Orlando next week. So question 1 is, how does Rose stay cheerful when she's sick? I know that I don't stay cheerful when I'm sick. Aaron, I can't believe that you're agreeing with me. You're supposed to say no. You're like, Courtney, you're the most sunshine. You're snickering. Evan's snickering at me. Hurts my feelings. I've had a tough day, everybody. This is the very last very berry hibiscus that I could find on the planet because Starbucks has discontinued my favorite drink, and I've been sipping it ever slowly. But it doesn't hold very well for very long, so it's been a tough day. It's been a really tragic day. Okay. Question 2. We ready to move on? Well, I'm moving on. Okay. Question 2. What did Dorothy and Sophia each bet the other during their bowling game? So there's 2 answers to this question. What did Dorothy wager and what did Sophia wager? It's okay if you only know one. You can just put that one down. Don't feel like if you don't have both, you can't answer. We will accept one of them if that's all you've got.
Half credit.
Well, no, because each one is, well, technically, I guess if it's worth 2, then yes, 1 is half. But not real. It's really. Now you've made me do math. Look what you did. Undead Commander and you making me do math. This is brutal. Elizabeth, if you decide you want to hop in and play, girl, we are here for you. You're welcome to join. Open up a clean email or Word document and answer those questions. But I enjoy also spectating, participating in chatting and having fun. That's what we're here for. I don't make wagers. Do you guys, anybody here make actual wagers when they do things? Like bet somebody they can do blank? I don't. Because then you have to like actually follow through. Francesca, I'm not, this isn't personal. I am not removing it because I don't appreciate you. We just don't put answers in the chat. You know what I'm going to do? Let's type this in. No answers in the chat. I'm gonna pin that message to the top. Forever and ever. I realized that's something that I could do.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I think, Evan, you have to click on to pin it. It just real. I did not know. Just learned something 17,000 years later. That to pin a message, you have to actually pin something from the chat. So you have to type it into the chat to then pin it. And I kept thinking, no, don't be sorry. You didn't know. We're new. It happens. Don't sweat it. Nobody here is upset, angry, or going to kick you out of a free streaming trivia. Don't you worry. But that's how I learned to pin something. Congratulations. You can always learn something new. Look at that. Question 3 also comes with a bonus. Yeah? Bonus. Love a bonus. In St. Olaf, what animal is required by law to be in a hotel room? And bonus is, how much does the hotel room cost in St. Olaf when that animal is in there with you? I guess this is back in the day, you know, the OG of allowing animals in hotels. Love the pink and black bowling. I know, right? The pink and black bowling shirts, perfect. I love bowling shirts. They're so perfect. It makes me wish that I was a member of a bowling team. Like past life me would have enjoyed that. I wouldn't have wagered anything. I've never wagered anything in such a manner, but if I come across one of those in like a thrift shop, I want to have it.
Why wouldn't you join a bowling team now?
That's a valid question. Why wouldn't I join a bowling team now? I actually have no answer for that. I have no good reason. I'm sorry that I'm not ambitious enough for you. Why aren't you joining a bowling team, Evan?
We could start our own.
How many people do you need on a bowling team?
I don't know.
I don't either. Could I be a team of one and just compete against strangers on them not knowing that?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody here on a bowling team? Question: how many people need to be on a bowling team? Just curious. Oh, Angelina, I love a good doing something else at work that's not work. That top 10 favorite pastimes. Alrighty, we move on to question 4. People good? It's okay. Yeah, Quiet Storm is on a bowling team.
For school.
Your school had a bowling team? I went to a really boring school then. That's awesome. Ooh. Oh, London, I did not know that. I will have to check it out. Interesting. Question 4. I just realized that Clacky's not meeping. Hope he's okay. What episode can Jingle Bells be heard during the opening credits? Oh. Bowling team 5 to 6 people.
You could round that up.
Round that up. You're saying I would then have to go find the team. Is that it? Let's not kid ourselves. Hey, oop, 5637. I wonder what the 5637 stands for. Was that your locker combination in school? Yeah, I said it. Okay. The fact that you know each answer so far. Okay, John Hall, I see you. But also, yes, you should be drinking sherry and eating cheesecake. Or maybe like a slow gin fizz in cheesecake. Sherry feels very Frasier to me. Not that I'm not pro Frasier because, love me some Niles Crane. But I don't see sherry when I think Golden Girls. That's all. Can we have a clue? Maddie, it was an episode. I'm sorry, that was a terrible clue. Let me go check the answer because frankly, I only know the answer to this because I wrote the question a long time ago and I don't know it off the top of my head, but maybe there is some kind of clue that I could give because I'm feeling generous. It was not in season 1. That doesn't help you narrow it down at all, but that's a clue. You'd like to ask the audience Undead Commander. Well, it's unfortunate, but no. Okay, question 5 is a quote. I'm going to give you who said it, and then you fill in the blank from the quote when I say blank. This is a Sophia quote. Sophia saying to Blanche, "You know what I can't stand anymore? That phony accent of yours. What is this? Blank. What is this? What is that blank?" Oh, Angelina Luck Niles is everything. Right? I had a huge crush on Niles. David Hyde Pierce. He was great. Great physical comedy. David Hyde Pierce is fantastic. It's unfortunate that he has not been on a television show. I would watch it. We watched Only Murders in the Building. I could see David Hyde Pierce living in that building. Right? Steve Martin, Nathan Lane, Martin Short, David Hyde Pierce. I think I need to start a writing campaign. I think everyone's agreeing with me. Also, did anybody else watch Only Murders in the Building? Because it's really good. Evan, are you doing your job?
I think so.
Well, I just did it for you.
Oh.
Nope. Come on, Evan, get it. For any of our friends who just joined, we're removing your post in the chat because we don't put answers in the chat. Open up a fresh email or a Word document, shove it there, and then, oh, Evan, you're just letting it sit. What are you doing over there? Evan's, I think, over there just shopping. I think he's online just browsing what? A new hoodie website? Evan. Also, Alicia Hoverson, you're talking about Only Murders in the Building? I really liked it. I really, really liked it. Connor, don't worry. It happens. These things happen. We all make mistakes. Question 6 is going to be a picture question. So this is going to be up on the screen. I'm going to tell you what to do with this. There's going to be a question related to it, but you need to look at the picture in order to answer the question. Yeah? For question 6. Ready? Question 6. It's going to be, what story is Rose telling in this scene? What's the story? But I do want to know what story. I'm pointing as though this makes, in my screen, I'm below Rose, but she's telling a story. It's actually one of my favorite stories. What is it? We'll put it up. We'll keep it up for another second. Actually, clearly more than a second. Don't forget, if you miss this one or need to, when this is uploaded, you can go back. It'll show up on the screen, but it'll pass. It's passing. No, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone forever. Hopefully everybody got that. What, Evan?
No.
What are you laughing at?
Um,
ABD got one? Oh, Brett Allman. No, I'm answer your question, Brett. Yes. I did go see the Golden Girls here in the movie theater in Brooklyn. It was okay. It was not well attended. It was also like a Tuesday night, kind of a random evening. But it was fun. Well, thank you for coming. I'm sorry you have to cut out early, but this will be uploaded if you want to check it out later because you're bored or, yeah, Dick and Manor. I want to know what undead friend you're gonna phone. That's if you can give me an undead friend, I'm gonna be on board for letting you phone. Oh, hey, Ashley. But you're here now, and that's excellent. Are you gonna show an episode tonight, Ulrich 87? No, I can't. We attempted to and learned that YouTube, rightfully so, if you stream an episode, it's copyright and it'll take it down immediately. I think we once made it 2 minutes when we first started back at the beginning of 2020. We'd have to do a Zoom and a bunch of other stuff that frankly I'm not going to do to set up to do that. So we don't. But if you live in Brooklyn or New York City and want to come to in-person bingo, we do watch episodes there in January. Okay. Whoa, there's a movie. Oh, Alicia Overton said that's a bit of a misleading. Back in the summer, early fall, there was actually it was in September because it was for kind of around the anniversary of the Golden Girls premiere. They showed a bunch of episodes in movie theaters. It wasn't a really a Golden Girls movie. It was just episodes in a movie theater. Yeah, but they did call it the Golden Girls movie. Bill Murray from Zombieland. Bravo, Undead Commander. I hope Bill Murray is a fan of the show. Question 8. I forgot that Zombieland was a movie. I've been watching a lot of Walking Dead again recently.
Wait, did we do 7? Yes.
No, we didn't do 7. Oh, Evan, you're holding me accountable. I skipped 6 and went right to 7. 7 has a bonus. Here we go. How much do the girls pay for Frida Claxton's casket? And the bonus is, why can't the funeral be on a Thursday night? They're very kind. They pay for that casket. Or, there was a wooden box of sorts. But the funeral, it can't be held on a Thursday night. Why? That's what I want to know. Yeah, you guys, you're right. I totally did miss episodes. Question 7. Evan did his job. We're back on it. Ashley's asking how you're doing, Evan.
Good. Nice.
You can, I don't know if she can hear you. I just want to point out, Ashley, that Evan said good and waved to his laptop. So he did wave to you. Just so you know, you didn't see it, but Evan gave a wave. That was very amusing to me. I'm removing your answers, Mike and Ryan, because we don't answer the questions in the chat. We open blank Word documents and answer there and email them at the end. Debbie Lynn, Mellow Minutes Meditation. It is a very large mouthful. I appreciate it. Question 6 was actually a picture that was on screen. We can, at the end, if some people miss questions, we can kind of do a catch-all and put 1 or 2 of them up. So that one, unfortunately, has passed. Okay, she did hear you, but I passed along the wave. Now is the real question 8, now that we did question 7. Because that was my fault. Okay, also a bonus. I remember doing so many bonuses. Good for me. What kind of condoms did Joe need to do the price check on? And what was the brand name? Evan just gave me a look like a high school special or something. Like, what did I do wrong, Ev? I shouldn't have said condoms, Evan. I shouldn't have said the word condoms. I know deep down Evan's like, oh, the neighbors, they only catch bits and pieces of this. And they just heard Courtney yelling condoms. Like, oh, golly. It's fine. It's going to be fine, Evan. So question 8. What kind of condoms did Joe need to do the price check on? And awesome being Joe. That's what you do for work. I worked at a grocery store and I also had to do random price checks on stuff. And sometimes it's condoms. Sometimes it's steak. You never know. It's going to be a wild and crazy day at work. Oh. Get better banter? Okay. Thank you, Fantastic Scott. I appreciate your constructive feedback. Why don't you help make it better by you providing banter yourself? Can't banter one-sidedly. But anyway, welcome to trivia. I hope you do the best you can, whatever that may be. Question 9. Okay, that's great. I wish you all the best. Question 9. What month of Blanche's boudoir calendar is Dorothy looking at when she exclaims, whoa? I'm not going to lie. I don't know if the brand that Joe has to check on actually exists. Maybe it did back then. That would be a good goog. I have to admit. Ooh, Evan. Spicy. Well, Michelle, we'd love to, but Evan put him on ice. He's timed out.
I'm mad with power.
He says, you are mad with power. You give Evan a little bit of power, and before you know it, he's got people kneeling and hand washing his socks. Because that's what he does with his power. But question 9 is more about What month of Blanche's Boudoir calendar is Dorothy looking at when she exclaims, whoa? Whoa. I'm actually speaking about oh yeah, Alicia, I totally hear you. Absolutely. I agree. I totally understand. Also, Elizabeth Lovett, I think I'm glad for you that you think that you know it. It feels good when you think you know something. I can't wait until Fantastic Scott comes back. If there is an MVP, it'd be Scott, who is, by all accounts, fantastic. Self-imposed, but fantastic. Okay. Question 10. Question 10 is going to be a picture. Going to check it on the screen. We can do this. Question. I'm going to ask you the question related to it, and you're going to tell. Oh, Evan, you just got up. I'm doing it just to spite you because you just got up. Here we go. Question 10. What is Dorothy holding in her hand when you see this? I like that it's holding it. She's holding it. What is it? Drew just stumbled upon this and loves it. Well, I'm glad somebody does. Drew Bongiovanni? Bongiovanni. I'm probably saying it wrong. I wanted to say Bogdanovich because we say that name here a lot for jokes. Christina Pari, I don't know what VargTech is, but I hope you're okay because that concerns me that something's happening when you type. Like, I don't know. It's like the numerous times. So if you want to share what that is, I'm happy to be on board with it. Evan, do you want to take that one for me? I got it. Never mind. Crystal Moore, not your fault. We just don't answer in the chat. That's all. Question 10. Going. What is in Dorothy's hand? Now we're moving on to question 11. If you missed something, don't worry. We'll have Evan circle back. Cora Connor, I don't know what that is. Dorothy, you are out of the club. Has anyone here ever been kicked out of a club? Not like the though you could have been kicked out of that kind of club, but like, has there been something that you have been kicked out of? Evan?
Thinking.
I got into the Golden Girls thanks to this channel. Oh, and Dead Commander.
Wow.
If I've done anything good in my life, this is it. This was the thing.
Yeah.
And to think that after all of the time you spent alive to find it now in the second half of your existence, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. Oh, Ashley Klotz, I'm very sorry to hear that you've had a tough week. You know what, Estesmi Pim Esty? If you want to answer that bonus question of what should the name of the club have been, go for it. I'll accept it. I don't mind. Question 11 is a quote. It's a Dorothy quote. Let's do this. So I'm not laughing at anybody here. I'm just laughing at the sound of a cat kicking up cat litter. Finish this Dorothy quote. Dorothy. Oh, I'm Dorothy's Bornak. I'm beautiful. Men find me desirable and blank. Blank. What is that, blank? You didn't get the signature turn in. I came in question. Brandon Jack, what I can offer you in this situation is we will probably go over one or two if a lot of people missed it. But when this is over, we upload it to the channel and it goes up pretty quick. You can find 1 through 7 there. Pull them and then answer. That would probably be the easiest way.
Scroll up.
You can also scroll up, but the picture at ones you can't see. So you could scroll up, answer the questions that aren't the picture questions, of which I think there've only been 2. Ah, my friends were locked out of a Korn concert. Oh. Ashley, I am fascinated by the fact that anybody could get kicked out of a Korn concert. It just doesn't seem like a place that there are limits. So I'm impressed. Sorry, Brandon Jack. There are 9 questions. Well, 8 questions because we're on question 12 now. 8 questions left. We do 20 questions. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Rose once launched a production of A Christmas Carol with what cast? It was a special kind of cast. What was it? What was this cast? Production of A Christmas Carol. Oh, Brandon Jack only scrolls up so far. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that because I never scroll. Evan, it's actually Evan's fault because he's the technical director here, so he lied to you. But it will, upon being uploaded to the channel, you can get it that way. Who gets kicked out of a Korn convention? Rose Nyland. God, you on point, Rose Nyland. On point. I love it. I don't love Korn though. Korn and I. Neither does Sophia. Korn doesn't agree with her. That's funny though. I don't think I've ever been kicked out of anything. I don't think I couldn't. I'd be so like the nervousness. I'm too rule abiding, quite frankly. I would get kicked out for being too rule abiding. That would probably be the thing. They'd be like, it's okay to color outside the lines. And I'm like, never. I have to follow the rules. Side note, Evan, did you order dinner? Sorry, everybody. I just realized though that we're ending in 20 minutes. Brandon Jack? Yes.
That's the rule.
Because Evan was supposed to order dinner and now we're never eating. Ever again. Partly because we haven't had gas in this apartment and we can't cook on our stove, and I don't want to cook on a sad little hot plate situation again today. So yeah, that is true. You know you were super bad if you got kicked out of a Korn concert. We're on question 13. Evan, I will wait for you because you need to order dinner.
Did it.
He did it. He did it. Undead Commander blames you too.
They turned against me.
You know what though? There's a couple people in there that are still Team Evan. It's fine. I mean, our team will win, but question 13. The actor Lloyd Bachner plays which 2 characters on the show? Plays 2. 2 different characters. Which 2? If you only know 1, that's totally fine. You don't have to know 2 to answer the question. We know what can happen with a faulty hot plate. We sure do. The home burns down.
Really?
Yeah. On the show. But also a home can burn down.
Shady Pines?
R.I.P. You burned down your retirement home. You know what happens to hearts that only beat twice a minute? I just missed my straw. Evan, did you kick Fantastic Scott out, or did he leave of his own volition?
I guess he left. I don't know how to kick someone out.
That's the power that Evan really wants. I don't think you...
Maybe.
You can just put them in a... Oh, you can hide them.
No.
That's fine. We don't get bullied on our own channel.
I like timeout better.
Devin does like a timeout. Ooh. Question 13. Thank you. Do you want to do question 14 or do we need a little more time in question 13? It's a kind of a trick question because it's about an actor. And so that's a little bit more.
Yeah, it's really for the people that really know their stuff.
For Are you implying that these people don't know their stuff? This is your leader, Team Evan, talking junk about you. Question 14. Ready?
Yeah.
What episode do Dorothy, Blanche, and Rose share their first cheesecake? The important caveat to note is the one that we see on screen. It gets referenced, the cheesecake, but we have to see it the first time it actually happens. What is the episode that we actually see them eat cheesecake together for the first time? He did order dinner. Finally. The best part is that before the stream, Evan had put everything in the queue. It was ready to go. And then he just never pressed send. That's Evan's biography. Evan, he never pressed send. That's actually true. Evan often thinks he pressed send on things. Yes, you do. You're like, didn't I send this to you? No. For a man who's always on his phone, he sure doesn't answer. Sure doesn't press send.
airing the grievances tonight.
There's no grievances, Evan. How can it be a grievance if it's just a fact?
This one's tough. This question is tough.
It is question 14?
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you see it? When's the first time you see it? Because there's a difference between hearing it and then seeing it. It's kind of like, is a character really dead if you don't see them die on screen? Depending on the show.
Maddie Lala put an answer in the chat, but I don't think it's...
It's definitely not right. Let that go. We do allow sometimes the wrong answers. Because we love psychological warfare here. Do you have a favorite Golden Girls Christmas episode? I do. I think it's probably 'Twas the Nightmare Before Christmas. I think that one might be it. Because I really... Oh, wait. Can I give this answer? Does it give an answer away to something? Yeah, I think so. I really do. I think the Men of Blanche's Boudoir. I think Blanche. Yeah, I think that's. I'm probably gonna go with that. Yeah, that 'Twas. Oh, Jared. No, you don't have people. Jared, I really appreciate the Teresa Real Housewives last name situation going there. Love it. A few X's a week. Oh my God, so glad I caught this. I adore this channel. Oh, you're very kind. And when were the Golden Girls at a Korn concert? This is what I appreciate. Just the completely out of... No, they weren't. But that would, as an episode I'd see. No, we were actually asking if people have ever been like kicked out of something. And somebody's friends have been kicked out of a Korn concert. Oh, yes. Like Hopper and Stranger Things, Ashley. Agreed. Because technically Cheesecake died in the episode they first ate it. Fair. Yeah. You don't see the scores at the end during the chat, Ashley. Thanks for pointing that out. Hillary's here. Hey, girl. I will send you the questions and your score personally, individually. I don't have the capacity to be able to do it. We don't do it live here. Okay. I have a lot of questions for Jared about being a Teresa impersonator. Like, that's a thing? Where is this performing? How are you doing? Are you just flipping tables? A lot of questions. Real Housewives of New Jersey I did love it for a little bit. Was it Caroline is on that one? Who's like maybe the wannabe mobster? Just saying. John Cons, it does. Thank you. I blend in. I'm like Buster Bluth. He just kind of blends into the background. Hey girl, Hillary. Oh, also, we announced bingo. I'm excited. And Hillary will be there selling her amazing Golden Girls t-shirts and totes, which she has some really awesome, by the way. We can share it later on at the end. Some really great limited edition holiday themed shirts and doing some stuff for Betty's birthday. So watch out. It's coming. That's It's okay. I heard you about the undead. Did we do question 14?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're on question 15. Question 15 is a picture question. It's going to be showing up on the screen. Evan, how long before food gets? How long is? It was supposed to be here for 8:00, but it's clearly going to be 9:00 now. Just,
No.
yes, it is. Okay. This is picture at number 3. We read D. That rhymed. I want to know when this comes up, where is Blanche driving Rebecca and Jeremy? Even though Jeremy deserves nothing in life because he's a monster and I hate him. The fact that Blanche offered to take Jeremy anywhere, I mean, good for her for playing nice with her daughter's terrible human
Frank
garbage pile.
Montana?
It is Frank Fontana. But I mean, it's tough because like Rex is terrible and there's some other terrible people, but Jeremy, top tier level terrible. You want to punch him. You just want to punch him, right? Everybody? Not everything, Jeremy. Exactly. Matching autumn vibes. Interesting. Considering I thought this was supposed to be like a Christmassy sweater, but I hear what you're saying because you can't really see the Christmas cap below because of the angle. And I don't think I could really sit like this the entire time. That would just I look really weird doing that. Okay. A little bit. Where is she taking them? It's coming down. Where? Nowhere. I hope she's taking them nowhere. Over a cliff, and then her and Rebecca jump out the sides and he just goes over it. That's where he should be. What if you don't know some specifics? That's okay. Put down the best approximation. I mean, if you, Undead Commander, if you put to a location, just like literally that vague, sure, that's technically true. But it's as close as you can get it. Oh, no, Jared, that's totally fine. Evan, will you share our email address for Jared? Because I think that's very interesting. I didn't know that was something that existed for impersonations. Is it on the East Coast by any chance? Yeah, Haley, Jeremy doesn't even try, right? And kudos to Dorothy for standing up because you want to, right? The whole time you're just screaming inside for Blanche to say something, stand up for her daughter, but I can't handle it. And people like that exist, and that's just a real shame. To a point in space and time. Brandon? Yes, that's technically true. Okay. Question 16 is going to be a Blanche quote. Kitties make everything better. I know. I haven't heard from Meep in a while. I think he's probably sleeping on the bed. Okay. Question 16. Finish this Blanche quote. Blanche says, I would do it. Go undercover, but I'm afraid I might be too conspicuous. It's a dinner party and I plan blank. What does she plan? Oh, Jared, I do remember that. Yes. How did I not know until right now though that is what impersonations you did? Yes, I do remember because Evan and I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely just adored her. Also, we have been, maybe it's coming out of the fact that we've been rewatching The Sopranos, and I'm absolutely obsessed with the way that Tony says mutter and the way Ralph Cifaretto says whore. She's my whore. The Golden Girls just, I mean, I guess slut is a. What was that? Do you hear that? That sounds like our radiator is laughing. That's creepy. It's okay. I'm Undead Commander. Are you in our basement? Because it sounds like somebody is like trying to raise the dead from underneath us. It was so random, this weird noise. Though I'm happy the heat's back on, but that was just weird. Okay. So question 16, finish this quote. Jeremy is a sleaze. Also, you know, it's really tough too. If your friend like is in a relationship with a Jeremy and you're like, well, I love my friend, but I hate Jeremy. And so what do you say something once? And then you're like, I just got to support my friend and be around for the eventuality of realization that he's like a monster. But it's tough. It's tough to be around. It really is. Question 17. When Blanche's grandson, David, comes to stay with them, what exam is Dorothy studying for? You having some gabagool? Love some gabagool. Mm-hmm. I do. I would say that The Sopranos is not that like it is my family, but I come from a deeply Italian family, and there are some things that ring a little too true. Also, growing up, my mother loved The Sopranos, and she bought a Sopranos pinball machine. There's a Sopranos pinball machine in my mother's home. It's the Bada Bing. It's Bada Bing themed. It's a real thing. She went and bought that. I don't. Oh, good for her. It is painful, Rob, when they choose the bad boyfriend, and it's like, you know what? We all do it, right? At some point, we pick a bad person, and we, our friends stay true. Hillary stayed through some really bad choices in my life. She's still here now. That went right by you, Evan. Went right by. No, it's not like Osh. Gabagool is a type of meat. We love a good sandwich.
Capicola.
No, capicola is a different kind of meat.
Oh.
Gabagool and capicola are two different things.
Oh.
Hand over your card to me.
I don't eat meat.
Oh, that's true. Evan doesn't eat meat, but French exam. Oh, I said it out loud. We don't put answers in the chat, but at this point, keep going. The thing that I think is also, I didn't realize it until this question. You notice that Dorothy's like, she goes to school a lot. Like Dorothy's kind of always studying. I feel like she's got random exams that she's taking. And I'm always like, she's getting credits for teaching? Why? What's going on there? Yeah, no. Gabagool is a very Italian word. We also used to eat like a sofrite when I was a kid. Yeah, but yeah, I do love gabagool. No, it's okay. It happens. Wesley, don't apologize. We are all new. Being new is tough. You're totally fine. Don't sweat it. These things happen. We don't hold it against you. You can still enter the trivia, still submit your answers. Nothing's going to stop you now. Nothing's going to give you up. Question 18. Oh, actually, I put 22 questions today instead of 20. I forgot that I did that. I did this so long ago. Congratulations. There's some extra questions today as an end of year fun times. Question 18. What is Eddie the Love Machine's ex-wife's name? She's got a name. What is it? It's a good name. It's a fun name, actually. It's a name that I would choose. Evan does not eat meat. Yes, vegetarian. We do vegetarian here. I will occasionally eat meat. It does happen. Not as much as I used to when I was younger, but I definitely I came from a meat eating family. Evan was vegan for a while. Wesley, oh, that's very kind. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy. Dorothy is furthering her education. It's how she gets all the good comebacks. It's definitely how she gets all the good words. Dorothy definitely has the good words. I think that makes me sound. She has all the good words. Gosh, now I want to watch The Sopranos. We're just starting season 6. Mm. We just finished, obviously, season 5, but For those in the know, long-term parking. That's the episode we just finished. She owns it. She runs it and calls it the place. Maria M. I think are we talking about long-term parking, or are we talking about the episode of which Eddie the Love Machine's episode is called Love Me Tender. But we also just want to know for question 18, what is his ex-wife's name? Yeah, it's a fun, I really enjoy that episode. I think it's an underrated episode because I feel like Ladies of the Evening, Libertine Belle, Isn't It Romantic? Grab That Dough, a little romance. Yes, we have no Havana. Yes, we have no Havanas. In a couple other episodes, I feel like they get a little bit higher than Love Me Tender for some reason, I found, but I actually really enjoy. I like Eddie. I think he's well-meaning. Question 19. Oh, I didn't realize I did this one. What do Lucas and Dorothy name their sex life? I don't remember answering. Also, I'm deeply amused by this coming after the Love Me Tender episode reference, because there's a good line that Rose says, what is it, Dorothy? It's a cappuccino maker, Rose. It's about sex life. Recently stopped eating meat. Carla, congratulations. Oh, a Dorothy Center trivia. I've thought about it. Doing like specific characters. It was almost going to be an entirely Rose trivia because of Betty White's birthday, but clearly did not do that. But it could be for the future. I recently stopped eating. Also, what made you recently stop meat? Just curious. It is so good. We named it. I thought that was seamless, telling us that food is arriving. I was very bad. I did not eat well today. By that, I mean at all. I just forgot. I was busy. Stop yelling at me. That's what Evan does. When you're just not even speaking out of the blue, Evan just says, stop yelling at me. I lied. I said there were 20 questions. There's actually 22 today because I was feeling a little bit feisty when I made them. So there's an extra picture it. It's our last picture it. And I want to know, when the picture goes on the screen for question 20, the man talking to Dorothy, what is he obsessed with? He's obsessed with something, and I want to know what. This guy's obsessed with something. What is it? Also, I'm going to say that the answer definitely, to me, suits what's happening here. We are like, oh yeah, no, I see it. That this person's definitely obsessed with that. 100%. Also, oh, Undead, look at this. My people are rallying. Undead Commander and Brandon Jack. Can you beat this triumvirate, Evan? I don't think you can. Oh, Evan! You are drunk with timeout power. Also, Elizabeth Lovett, yes. This man is frightening. To be honest, if I were in a waiting room and this man straight up came in and sat down next to me, I would move. I would 100% move.
Is that Mario Cantone?
Evan just asked if that was Mario Cantone. No. I can see the mouth is maybe why you're saying that, but this is not him. No. But he's obsessed with something, and I want to know what. Maybe something also that you shouldn't be obsessed with. I mean, I don't want to yuck people's yums, but perhaps not, the healthiest thing to be obsessed with, quite frankly. But yeah, I want to that does come from, we'll be honest, a holiday themed episode, but it's not my favorite. It's okay though. That man shows up in nightmares. Just saying. Question 21. What did I do with this one? Okay, this one's really random. Finish this Secret Service agent quote. That's the person that you have to fill in the blank. Because it doesn't always have to be one of the girls is the answer. Blanche says, if you need to know any more about me, I have pictures. And the Secret Service agent says blank. Just blank. The whole response. I want to know. What are we blanking? What do they got? Has that ever come across? Oh, just recently there was a thing online about a Secret Service agent for the vice president, I think, or something. And he's like sexy Secret Service agent, and people are like making Instagram accounts for him. The internet is never off its mark. It's undeterred. He's Sean's father from Boy Meets World. Really? Brandon Jack? Because that's terrifying. Oh, and that's a noise coming from the basement.
It's from the radiator.
It is from the radiator, but the radiator, the steam comes from the basement. But question 21, I want to know what the Secret Service agent is saying. Right, we're good at friends. We're coming up on our last question. Can you believe that? Wonder if I can get Meepers to come. I thought Meepers was going to come visit a little more. I'm a little disappointed in this cat. He doesn't work though. He just is lazy. Oh, did I hear him? I think he heard me. Hey, boo boo, come here. Question 22. He's back. It's my fault. He did hear. I'm shocked that he heard me and he came. How does Blanche know Dorothy is in love with Detective Al Mullins? She can tell. And how? And I still don't have any food. That's right, Brandon Jack.
It's coming.
Meep. Meepers is a. I don't think you can call him a smart cat. He's not
Special.
He'd win a beauty pageant if there wasn't a question about like math. But he would probably like, answer the question of like world peace. You know, that would be his answer. That kind of very vague miscongeniality answer. Undead Commander also blames you. I love these people. Meeper, you want to come say hi? No?
Food's here. Good luck.
Food is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, food. Okay, well. It manifested, but not because of Evan. It was because of all of you. So yeah, question 22. That's our last question for the day, for the night. How is Blanche know that Dorothy's in love with Detective Al Mullins? So we've done 22 questions plus some bonuses. So there's a lot of opportunity for points. You get above 15, then you get into the random prize drawing. I know everyone's going to ask, where do you send it? I'm going to put this in the chitty chat.
Hi, May.
Evan's going to attempt to take full responsibility for this, but I want it to be known, and it is recorded for posterity, that I was the one who said, what's up with our food?
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm going to pin the email to the top. It is saintolafproductions@gmail.com. I'll also put it here. All of you. And, take your time. You got a little time. Email it. I will likely... It's tomorrow. I'll do tomorrow. You'll hear back from me. That's my goal, short of something happening. If you need, now's the time, a question repeated. That's not a picture question because we're not going to be able to do that one necessarily. Now is the time to ask. So Evan can put it in the chat for you. Evan, you don't want to keep doing your job?
All right.
He's like, all right. Well, Elizabeth, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Do you ever find, oh, well, that's interesting, John Collins. I was having a conversation with Hillary and Danny about a little romance because we were considering it for Golden Girls Bingo, which we ultimately did not choose. However, I think you can find it offensive. It's common, particularly also of that time, for humor to be at the expense of maybe a minority group, an individual with a difference. And so, I mean, it is a repeated joke that I laugh. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny, but I can also see people being like, I'm over it. This is too much. And also, I don't like it. Maria, good night. Thank you for coming. Undid Commander. Hey, train wrecking it better than plane wrecking it. No, it's not. No wrecks here. Thank you for sending the email. My Quiet Storm. I'm glad you love it. Brandon wants 1 through 7. I don't know what to tell you, Ev. You can put some in there.
I'll put some in there.
Tracy, I'm glad you came. Thank you so much for playing and staying. Oh, we got people coming through. We've already got a good chunk of answers. We've got competitors coming at me. What is it? I'm a contender. Isn't that from something?
That's
Yes, Evan.
Yeah, on the waterfront.
On the waterfront. No, something else though. Oh, Vic, you were here. Thanks for playing. I just saw yours come in. Don, Haley, Leslie, Michael. Excellent. You're doing excellent. What? Also, some of us leave it. Happy holidays. Ashley, thank you so much. I'm glad we were here. Amaya, hello. How is school going? You have your first final tomorrow. You're going to be amazing, Ashley. I hope you have a great night too. But I hope people are. Vic said, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the dinner. Thank you. But I hope everybody has a great holiday. Yeah, and a new year. Hopefully celebrating some ways for Betty White's birthday. Maybe if you're in the area, we'll see you. Timur, thank you. Susie, darn it. Well, thank you for playing. D. Truman, thank you. E-Rob, you have a good holiday. I hope people... Carla, great time. I'm so happy. Thank you. We're always pleased. And to Jared and John, you giving some revs, some monies. You didn't have to do that. That's very kind, but thank you. We'll very much appreciated. It'll likely go directly towards funding Evan's hoodie habit. No, I'm just kidding. His pizza habit. Well, we can't cook at the moment. So, Annie, thank you for slightly strongly defending you. Very kind of you, John. I appreciate all the defense against Evan. It's so lonely out here trying to do it on my own, day in and day out. I don't know when I'm going to do another one. If you aren't though I don't know how you got here otherwise, subscriber to the channel, the way that I usually announce it is I do make a post on the community tab. So that would be the place that I would notify of another one. Because we're hosting an in-person event in January, certainly won't be one in January. Maybe one like February or March would likely be the one if we decided to do another one when it would happen. But I'm glad that you hung out. We also, if you're really bored, there are 12 other ones of these that are loaded online that you could play. And should you really want the answers to those questions, I do have all of them, and I would answer the answers to you if people wanted to. Wanderluster, yes, thank you. And so thank you, everybody. Any last requests? Evan put in as many as he could through 1 through 7, but I'll put this... it takes maybe like 5 or 6 minutes for it to upload, and then it'll be live on the channel. And thank you. Have a great holiday. Stay safe. Get those presents. Get those. I think New Year's resolutions ultimately make me unhappy. So I'm not going to say New Year's resolutions because then you feel like, I have to do these things and blah, the pressure. Just, Stay golden, stay cool, stay safe, stay vaccinated. We are a pro-vaccine channel. I'm not going to lie, and I won't apologize for that. And Evan, do you have anything to say to your fans and your adversaries before we go?
I love you all. Congratulations. We're all winners.
Do you want to be seen on the channel today?
No.
He won't come out to play. I'm sorry. Okay, everybody. Be well, be good, be safe. Stay golden. Oh, well, thank you, Ashley. We'll do our best. Bye, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed, John. Okay, Evan, it's off. What? Come give me a hug.